Now, NIO's market cap at the end of Friday, where we saw NIO trading at $5.55, was sitting at $11.1 billion, right? Whereas on the other hand, the market cap of Lucid at the end of Friday market close was around $9.1 billion. This shows you that the market continues to be unfair onto EV stock or EV companies like NIO, who are doing exceptionally well, but yet they are not being rewarded by the share price or by the market. Whereas on the other hand, companies like Lucid, who, by the way, they just announced their recent Q2 earnings, where they generated total revenues of around $200 million. Whilst on the other hand, NIO's Q2 earnings, NIO generated $2.4 billion, which the $200 billion is less than 10% of what NIO generated. But when it comes to the market cap, Lucid is valued at $9.1 billion and NIO valued at $11 billion. This shows you of how not fair the market is when you look into stocks like NIO. I mean, these two companies, in terms of revenues that they are generating on a month to month, in terms of the vehicles they are delivering on a month to month, I mean, Lucid, they delivered 2,394 vehicles for the entire Q2, guys. But NIO, on the other hand, delivered 57,373 cars in Q2. But yet, the market, or the difference between Lucid's market cap and NIO's market cap is $3. I mean, tell me if this makes sense to you. Try to make this make sense to me. It shows you of how companies like NIO are still extremely undervalued. This is why I continue loading the boat, increasing my holdings onto NIO, because NIO, it is a company that when you look into the matrix that maybe the market is currently valuing this company, it is extremely undervalued, and it is for this reason that I continue loading the boat. It is for this reason that these $5.55 when NIO closed the day trading at on Friday are good prices. These are prices that are so great that 5 years to come, many of the people will be regretting why they did not take this opportunity and buy the NIO shares. NIO is a company that is doing exceptionally well, and next year in Q4, chances are very high that this company is going to turn into a profitable company, which is just so amazing, so incredible, and we look forward to that. So I'm not that happy with how the market is treating some of the Chinese EV stocks like NIO against some of their EV stocks like Lucid, Rivian, Tesla. I would also use Tesla because, I mean, looking at the kind of revenues that NIO is generating and that of Tesla, I mean, you will see once again, if you compare how Tesla is valued and how NIO is valued, comparing the same two companies, you will see how undervalued or how unfair the market is towards companies like NIO. But again, this shows you of how attractive NIO stock, NIO company is when comparing to other companies in this fast growing EV space. I mean, it is for this reason that I continue loading the boat, or why I buy NIO and not Lucid, why I buy NIO and not Tesla, why I buy NIO and not Rivian. It is for this reason, and this is because it is so undervalued. NIO, it's one of the companies or EV stocks that are so undervalued based on what they are currently doing, based on their current fundamentals. These prices are just not fair. And while some of the people are still waiting for NIO to continue dropping to $2, I'm going to be buying more. I'm going to be increasing my holdings onto NIO, because I know one thing, and that is NIO's mission, that is blue sky is coming. We are definitely going to be rewarded. Sooner or later, the market will realize that they've been so unfair onto the NIO stock, and will definitely be rewarded. We'll definitely see the blue sky we've been waiting for. It's not very far off. Personally, this year, end of this year, the way the market has been reacting recently onto NIO, chances are very high that we might see, who knows, the double digits in terms of the share price this end of this year, and that is $10 per stock, which when we get to that, I think so many of the new investors will start seeing when the blue sky that we've been seeing, or that we've been telling you about, that is coming, and one way or the other the market will have to reward NEO, because NEO is a company that is doing so well. So on the very same Q2 earnings that I was comparing with Lucid, NEO's gross margins was around 9.7%, with vehicle margin exceeding or getting to double digit, and that is 12.2%. NEO is expecting to see their gross margins, or their vehicle margins rather, getting to 15% or over 15% in Q4, which means one thing, and that is gross margins before the end of this year, we're going to see them heading to double digits. In fact, now in Q3, chances are very high that gross margins of NEO are going over 10%, which is something that is pretty exciting, and therefore it shows you why NEO, it is an attractive investment, or it is an attractive stock. I mean, I know there are some people that might be saying bad stuff, or still saying bad stuff onto the NEO stock amidst the good news that we've been seeing on NEO, amidst the good news that we've been reading about NEO. There are still those people that are just negative onto NEO, and I tell you, my brother, my sister, that if you listen to those people that are negative, the short sellers, you will definitely regret not taking these low trading prices opportunities to scoop the shares or scoop more shares, but you will definitely regret selling your NEO shares based on what you are hearing from the short sellers, the negative people, and not buy or use these opportunities to load the boat, increase your holdings onto the NEO stock. I'm not saying do that because I don't have powers. I'm not certified to tell you what to do with your money, but my opinions are saying that NEO is a long-term winner. NEO is a company which is just set for greatness. I mean, we talk a lot about I talk a lot about on this channel about this stock, and if you've been watching me for some time, or if you've been watching this channel for some time, you will know that NEO is a company which is just set for greatness. I mean, the breakthroughs that NEO has showed us just this year. I mean, think about the kind of breakthroughs that we'll be talking about in the next 3-5 years, when NEO will be as a company in the next 3-5 years. That's the reason why you need to be taking these opportunities to load the boat, increase your holdings, because we know one thing, and that is blue sky is coming. We know that will definitely be rewarded in the long term. So I hope the markets continue rewarding NEO. I hope the market continues seeing NEO's success and potential, and reward them or give them what they deserve in terms of the market cap, and not value NEO way below than some of the EV stocks that are not doing well are being valued at. So do your own DD. Just thought I'd just give you this quick updates. Tell me what you think about this. That's all from me, and God bless you all.